Example 8. The second, third and the fourth terms of the expansion x plus a to the power n is given to be 240, 720, 1080 respectively. So my second term is 240, my third term is 720, my fourth term 1080. So what is my T2? T of 1 plus 1, R plus 1, yeah, which is equal to, what is my N? N, C, R of a to the power n minus 1, b to the power 1. So this is my T1 plus 1, which is nothing but 240. What is my T3? It is T2 plus 1. So what is my R? 2. So I have NC2 x power n minus 2 times a square equals 720. What is my T4? It is T3 plus 1, which is NC3 of x to the power n minus 3 a to the power 3, which is 1080. So I need to find what my x, a and n are. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm marking this as 1, 2 and 3. I divide 2 by 1. So what will I get? I have the left hand side to be NC2, which is n factorial divided by 2 factorial times n minus 2 factorial of x to the n times x to the minus 2 times a square divided by NC1. What is NC1? N factorial divided by 1 factorial times n minus 1 factorial times x to the n minus 1. So it is x to the n times x to the minus 1 times a equals 720 divided by 240. So what do I have here? The n factorial and n factorial goes off. N minus 2 the whole, n minus 1 the whole factorial can be written as n minus 1 into n minus 2 the whole factorial, right? So this gets cancelled and this gets cancelled. Here a and a square, one of the a goes off, one of the a's goes off. X to the n goes off. Here what do I have? 0 and 0. I have 4 6 are 4, 18, 6, 3. I left with, I have a 1 by 2 times x to the minus 2 divided by x to the minus 1. So how do you do that? X to the minus 2 divided by x to the minus 1. So when I bring this to the numerator, I have x to the minus 2 plus 1, which is x to the minus 1, which is 1 by x. So I have 1 by x in the numerator. Okay. Times, what do I have? A divided by, I have 1 by n minus 1 in the denominator. So it's 1 by n minus 1 equals 3. So what do I have? I have this n minus 1 goes to the numerator. So it is n minus 1 times a divided by 2x equals 3. So what is my a by x? My a by x equals 3 times 2 divided by n minus 1. So a by x equals 6 divided by n minus 1. So this is my equation number 4. Okay. So now what happens when I divide these two? So allow me to erase this part of the board. So similarly, when I do 3 divided by 2, I have NC3, which is n factorial divided by 3 factorial times n minus 3 the whole factorial times x to the n, x to the minus 3 a cube divided by n factorial divided by NC2. So it's 2 factorial n minus 2 the whole factorial times x to the n, x to the minus 2 times a square, which is 1080 divided by 720. Okay, so what do I have? The n factorial and n factorial goes off. N minus 2 the whole factorial can also be written as n minus 2 times n minus 3 the whole factorial. So this and this gets cancelled. So I have a 3 factorial here and a 2 factorial here. So what happens? I'll erase this part. This gets cancelled. This is 9 8s are, 9 12s are, 4 2s are 4 3s are. So I have a 3 by 2. What do I have here? X to the n and x to the n, a square and a. X to the minus 3 divided by x to the minus 2 is 1 by x. Okay, so I'm left with 1 by 3 factorial times x to the minus 1 divided by times a. I also have an a divided by 1 by 2 factorial times n minus 2. 1 by 2 factorial times n minus 2 equals 3 divided by 2. So what do I have? 3 factorial is nothing but 3 times 2. 2 factorial is nothing but 2. So this gets cancelled. What do I have in total? The n minus 1 goes to the numerator. So I have a by x times 1 by 3 times n minus 2 equals 3 by 2. So I have a by x equals 9 divided by 2 times n minus 2. So this is my fifth equation. What was your fourth equation? A divided by x equals 6 divided by n minus 1. This was my fourth equation. Remember, before I erased this part. So these two are equal now because the LHS is equal. So when I equate both, what do I get? 9 by 2 times n minus 2 equals 6 by n minus 1. So when I cancel, what do I get? 3 2s are 3 3s are. So I have 3 by 2 times this. So when I cross multiply, I am left with 3 times n minus 1 equals 4 times n minus 2. So this is 3n minus 3 equals 4n minus 8. So my n is equal to 5. Okay. So my n is 5. This is my final answer. Okay.